Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. Now, I wanted to do an optimistic video. I want to show you what's going on with Ripple, how they're growing and expanding. I'll talk a little bit about the SEC lawsuit as well. So $11 billion value lost for retail from FTX. $15 billion in value lost for retail when the SEC sued Ripple. Total $26 billion of unprotected retail funds directly by the hands of the SEC. And that's the thing. Retail always pays the price inside of crypto. That's why I believe when regulations come, somebody who looks out for the retail investor should be creating those regulations, not looking after banks and institutions. Because if a bank was to come into crypto, invest money, and lose, guess what? They would get a bailout from the government. But here we are putting our money into crypto. If we lose, too bad, so sad. Things need to change for the retail investor. Crypto startup Ripple is seeking a license in Ireland to drive EU expansion. Now, whoever wrote this article and thinks Ripple is a crypto startup should think again. I mean, come on. Ripple has $1 billion in cash and zero debt. Plus, they have partnerships throughout the world with all the banks. They're creating CBDCs for entire countries. So, US based crypto company Ripple no longer derives most of its income from America and is looking to expand its reach in Europe, its top lawyer said. So essentially, its customers and its revenue are all driven outside of the US, even though we still have a lot of employees inside of the US. And the reason he said they're moving outside of the US and operating outside of the US is because of the lawsuit. So Gary Gensler's pushing out Ripple, a US company, in order to try to help JP Morgan and Jamie Dimon come up with a solution alternative to Ripple. It makes no sense, especially when we know at some point the US is going to utilize XRP as well. So MFS Africa will use Ripple's on-demand liquidity solution for crypto-enabled payments, aiming to make it easier for consumers and businesses to send and receive real-time payments with their smartphones across borders. And that's the thing. Ripple is out there in the world making it easier and easier for people to utilize payment systems, banking the unbanked, on demand liquidity corridors opening up all over the place right now, expanding and growing even during a bear market. So Ripple publishes white paper to guide UK crypto regulations. Ripple shared a policy paper it believes can guide the United Kingdom's crypto regulations, such that it becomes the crypto hub it desires to be, in a tweet on Tuesday. So over in the UK, they're ready to utilize Ripple's white paper for regulations. Here in the US, they won't even talk to Ripple because they're tied up in a lawsuit with the SEC. So, furthermore, the blockchain payments company points out three pillars going beyond just regulation that needs to be in place to create a budding environment for the emerging crypto sector. Comprehensive and nuanced regulations that account for different crypto assets and their accompanying risk. Increase regulatory resources and coordinate amongst regulators, allowing for efficient response to new developments. Education of both policymakers and the general public about the benefits and risk of this sector. So Ripple's out there pioneering for crypto all throughout the world. And people that invest in crypto are flooding all over XRP. It doesn't make sense in any way. A win for Ripple in that SEC lawsuit is a win for all of crypto. Never forget that. And look at what Ripple's doing throughout the rest of the world. They're trying to bring crypto into the mainstream right now. But yet people still don't see what's really going on. So Ripple's on-demand liquidity leverages XRP 40 payout markets around the globe, 90% lower fees than status quo, 24/7 availability, no need for pre-funded accounts, instant payment settlement. And I believe they're going out throughout the world right now setting up these on-demand liquidity corridors because all at once, all of a sudden, that's going to go live. And when it does, the price of XRP is going to skyrocket, even if they're still involved in that SEC lawsuit. Tokenizing real-world assets is proving to be tremendously valuable to a number of industries because of inherent transparency and programmability of blockchain technology. We explored two such use cases on day 2 of Ripple Swell Global. Now, everything is going to become tokenized in the future. We're seeing it happen little by little right now, and we're still very early in crypto. But as time moves on, everything is going to be tokenized. And it's nice to see that Ripple is also part of that as well. Learn how Real Supermojo is leveraging Ripple Liquidity Hub to better manage crypto liquidity internally and bring better NFT experiences to their customers. And we see here, leveraging Liquidity Hub to fund the purchase of NFTs is one of the many use cases made possible with the platform. From crypto payments and donations to payroll, treasury management, and more. The future is bright and undoubtedly promises new use cases, applications, and exploration of crypto liquidity for businesses around the world. And accessing and purchasing NFTs is not an easy process, especially for those who are not crypto natives. As an industry, there's an opportunity to dramatically improve the customer experience of effective serve the breadth of customers that NFTs appeal to, said Craig DeWitt, co-founder of Supermojo. With Supermojo, we're bringing the ease of traditional payments experience that customers expect to NFTs without the high interest rates from legacy systems. With Liquidity Hub, we're able to better manage our liquidity internally and access Ethereum at the best price for our customers to make this a reality. They're out there innovating as well as far as NFTs. Now we're seeing NFTs with use case and utility also giving value to the network that they're minted on. And that's also going to be growing year over year as well. Passing through Canary Wharf yesterday, I couldn't help but get some photos of Ripple's fantastic new crypto means business ad campaign. Now, we've seen Ripple go throughout the world on a massive marketing ad campaign. And if they thought for any reason that they were going to lose against the SEC, do you think they would be putting all this money into this? And this is helping all of crypto. Keep that in mind. On top of that, they're hiring at an alarming rate, all the way from the UK to New York to San Francisco, other countries as well. Non-stop hiring and building during this entire bear market. Top Ripple lawyer says company effectively operating outside of the U.S. due to the impact of SEC lawsuit. So let's take a look at the lawsuit now. Ripple and XRP News. Court asks SEC to produce redacted documents. I believe the judge in this case has had enough of the SEC. And I believe moving forward, things are going to move much quicker. It is happening. Banks already started to migrate to XRP for cross-border payments, even before the end of the SEC versus Ripple case. Now, banks, they don't care that this case is going on in any way. They want to get the upper hand on their competition. By utilizing XRP into their system, they can keep the upper hand, no matter how small the bank is. SEC versus Ripple case sees new twists and turns as whale holdings in XRP skyrocket. And the whales that are buying up XRP could care less about the lawsuit as well. They see a win for Ripple coming. They want to make sure they're holding when that settlement happens. You should be holding when that settlement happens as well, because if not, the price is going to move very fast. You won't be getting XRP at the prices it's at right now. You'll be paying a lot more. Ripple versus SEC. Judge grants amici briefs. SEC playing dirty. And the thing is, I believe the judge allowed those briefs in because the judge wanted to look for a reason to settle this case already. Sounds like the Bitcoin maxis are running scared of Ethereum and creating FUD. Ethereum is now only a 2.2x away from taking its crown. So the Bitcoin maxis aren't only FUDding on XRP, they're also FUDding on Ethereum because they see Ethereum as a threat as well. They must be getting nervous about XRP rocketing up like in 2018 and leaving Bitcoin trailing behind this time. Remember all the FUD and attacks to rein it in. So many attacks these last couple of months, it seems to be intensifying. And I've mentioned that in previous videos. All of a sudden now it seems a lot worse than it ever was coming from Bitcoin maxis. They're even going to mainstream media news and FUDding on Ripple. But the thing is, that should make you want to hold your XRP even more. You chose the right crypto. The greatest gem within the whole digital assets is XRP. And I feel we're holding the greatest cryptocurrency ever created. And people are afraid of it. The banks are afraid of it. The government's afraid of it. That's why there's an SEC lawsuit, in my opinion. And Bitcoin maxis are afraid of it because XRP is utility driven and Bitcoin has no utility. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. I just want to do something to show you optimism around XRP, where it's going, because I believe we're getting very close right now. Just continue holding, be patient, and wait. We're about to get rich. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.